coming up with him. But right now we got a good guest coming up on the show, another friend of Jazz's. So Jazz, why don't you go and introduce her?
Yes, of course. This is Cherise McAdoo. She is a brand marketing strategist. She is also another Hampton University graduate. She is beautiful. She is talented. She is smart, super smart. And just like Aaliyah, she is literally one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Genuine soul, genuine spirit. Everybody, please welcome Cherise McAdoo.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
Thank you for having me. Jazz, you know I love you.
I love you right back. How are you doing today?
You know, I'm good. I have the day off, so I am relaxing.
Okay.
Just having my coffee, having a good day. How are y'all?
Good, we're great. Thank you for coming on the show with us. Speaking of coffee, we were just talking about coffee. I need me a cup of coffee right now too. There you go.
Ma'am. I need me some coffee. But anyway, let's get to this. So tell our listeners and our viewers just a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So as Jazz mentioned, my name is Cherise McAdoo. So I am the brand marketing strategist behind Resourceful Reese. I started Resourceful Reese in 2017. I was in college and kind of just needed some extra money. So I started doing resumes and cover letters and LinkedIn stuff. And then as I graduated, Resourceful Reese now is a brand marketing agency that specializes in idea generation, career articulation, and brand development. So I work with nonprofits. I work with individuals who are just looking to uplevel their career, or even those who have started businesses and really want to figure out how to tell their story so that they attract investors and they attract the right clients.
We need you in our life.
Yes.
There you go.
So since you take people's brands to the next level, tell us a little bit about a moment that stuck out to you when you were helping someone.
Yeah. So I had a woman. She was incredible. I actually met her at an Amex small business conference, and I could tell that she had some ideas, but she really didn't have anyone on her team who was really helping her with her marketing. So she had an existing client base, but really wanted to grow. So I met her. We introduced ourselves, had a good time. She ended up reaching out to me and saying, like, hey, do you do any freelance work? So we literally took her from not being on social media at all, having a pretty generic website, to now she is in the travel or the airline concierge business. Now she has a website. She has incredible social media that's grown over 150%. And so it stuck out to me, not just because that wasn't something that I specialized in, right? But I think it stuck out to me, number one, because I took the time to learn it. And then number two, just seeing her success now, her being able to hire someone to do it full time, and to be able to pick off where I left off, that really inspired me to keep going and just to continue doing work with small businesses.
Wow, that's amazing.
I love it.
It's so cool, that someone as young as you could be doing all of this. It's nuts.
That is good.
It's definitely possible. Definitely possible.
Possible.
So I got a question for you. What's been the most difficult hurdle for you to overcome in your career?
I think it's two things. Number one, like you said, like I'm young. So I graduated almost 3 years ago now. So a lot of those who are in my industry have been out of college for 10, 12 years. So they've been doing this, right? They have career behind them. I work at LinkedIn, but I don't work in marketing, right? So they have a network wherever they are. So I think that's probably the biggest hurdle, is getting myself out there and moving past that. And I think the second hurdle is not comparing myself to them either. Like, I'm 2 years out the game. I don't have to be at 100K or 300K. I don't have to have a super extensive client list to find what I do valuable and for my clients to be valuable. So that's probably the biggest hurdle. And something, I'm being honest, I'm still working on, is not comparing myself, but I think we're getting better.
That's dope. It's so wonderful to see how much positivity you have in your life. That's cool. But I'm
telling you.
Question for you. How do you feel about the internet? How's that impacted your career?
You know, I have a love-hate relationship with the internet, and I will tell you why. So I think the internet is incredible because you can make so many connections. Like today, Jazz reached out to me on Instagram, right? So there's so many networking opportunities. You can meet so many dope people. You can find like your tribe online, right? However, the other side of that is the comparison side, where you start feeling behind when you're looking at those who are making a ton of money, who are flying everywhere, who's still going on trips in COVID. Like, you're like, dang, like, where am I supposed to be doing right now?
Right.
So I think it's helpful, like especially in my business and brand marketing. A lot of what I do is digital marketing, right? So I have to love it in some regard. But I think the internet is a great tool. I think it's just all about how you use it and like really using it to your benefit and not using it to your detriment.
Dope.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like she had a little,
straight to the
rhyme,
point.
everything. Yes.
Homie.
Thank you for joining us here on the Wake Up and Win Show.
Anytime.
Of course. It's a
My
pleasure
girl.
to be here. Yeah. It seems all of our friends that come on the show are just individually phenomenal on their own. So I appreciate that. And everybody likes to be acknowledged. But real quick, how has your practice changed? Or can you just tell me one example of one thing you've changed throughout COVID and this entire pandemic we're experiencing?
Yeah. So one thing I probably changed, and COVID definitely shook my business, just because a lot of my customers are small businesses. So if they're not making money, they obviously don't have any money to pay me. So one thing that I've changed is I changed my contracts a little bit. I added a COVID-19 clause, so that I could still work with my clients, even if it's backdating invoices or doing things for free. That definitely has helped my business because it's helped it grow. It helped people just naturally recommend me or refer me for things that I probably would not have had if I hadn't changed that clause. So it's definitely hurt my business a little bit. But the good thing is, the more referrals you get, the more things you do for people out of the kindness of your heart, the more the integrity of your business stands, because people are not thinking, oh, Cherise is gonna nickel and dime me. They know now that I'm someone who really just wants to help them, even if it's something that I don't necessarily get paid for.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
It's so genuine and pretty authentic, and I'm starting to see a trend. It's adapt or die, pretty much. And if you're considerate along the way, that really helps.
Absolutely.
Small business, and that's pretty dope. That's awesome. My next question, my last question for you is, a lot of people have been bummed out or really been affected by last year in 2020. But tell me one positive something. Tell me something that you're looking forward to this year in 2021.
Yeah, well, this year I'm actually really excited. I am launching hopefully a whole line of faith-based inspiration line through Resourceful Reese, just to uplift, because I know, like you said, last year was tough. Last year literally dragged us by our edges, okay? But
yes, snatched them.
Okay, very there.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking forward to doing that, just because I think, inspiring people, keeping people uplifted, because we are still in COVID, right? We have no clue when this is going away. So keeping people inspired, even through that, inspiring myself and keeping myself up, because mental health is serious. Is something I'm looking forward to, and just continuing the brand for real. I think it's going to be a great year. I don't know what's in store. I don't know what God will lead me to, but I'm definitely excited to keep working.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I'll take that back. It's phenomenal. Well done.
Phenomenal. Cherise McAdoo is phenomenal, period.
Phenomenal. Say it in your voice, Jazzer. Say it in your voice.
Oh, because Cherise McAdoo is phenomenal, period. Just simply phenomenal, beautiful. Love her.
You already
Thank
know.
you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure, truly.
Yeah,
You're so welcome.
Before you take off, would you like to let the listeners know where they can find you?
Oh my God, of course. So if you want to find me on Instagram, my business Instagram is @resourcefulreese. My personal is Cherise, CHERISEN McAdoo. And then, of course, please feel free to visit my website. It's resourcefulreese.com. I would love to work with you. Even if you just want to chat and learn a little bit more about what I do, I have consultation calls for that reason.
Dope.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Ma'am.
Yeah, give her a round of applause, everybody.
Yes.
Another great guest here on the Wake Up and Win show. #1 for independent music and #1 for you and self-growth.
Dope. We'll be talking shortly, Cherise.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
What's
Bye.
up?